We have been pretty consistent that the distribution of official data in the United States is very important to us. We want all legal operators to be using official data, and so as we thought about how to distribute data here, we wanted to make sure that was available as widespread as possible. And so by having multiple distribution partners, and Sportradar and Genius are the first two, but there could be others, we will ensure that the operators have a choice. And if they're hooked up with Genius Sports or they're hooked up with Sportradar, they're incentivized to use our official data. It ensures there's a competitive marketplace for our data. And so we really just wanted to put the operators in a position where we increase the incentive for them to use our official data, which we think is important from a commercial perspective, a consumer protection perspective, and an integrity perspective. I think the betting product can be much improved. I think if you look at what the product has looked like historically, it's a lot of numbers and a lot of things that a casual fan may not understand, and we expect there to be a lot of innovation in this space, and that operators and technology companies and partners like a Sportradar and a Genius Sports will really push the bounds in innovation to make the experience of betting on basketball as positive for our fans as possible. And so this is one of the reasons we did a non-exclusive partnership with Sportradar and Genius, so that we could innovate with both of those companies around products. We can innovate directly with, hopefully we'll have as many operator partners as possible. MGM is our first partnership at the operator level, but we intend to do many of those partnerships so that we're working with as many in the industry to innovate around the product and giving them the tools that they need to create a better fan experience. Yeah, certainly in-play sports betting will probably change the way that consumers watch our games, and we've seen that in Europe. We've seen estimates that in-play wagering is upwards of 70% of all of wagering, and so as folks are watching our games and engaging with our brand, should they choose to bet during the game, we have a lot of scoring changes. There are runs in our game that go back and forth, and the odds move quite a bit, and so should our fans choose to bet during the game on individual quarters, throughout the game, on different props, we certainly want to facilitate that. We want to be where the fan is, and if this is how our fans are engaging with our brand, we feel it's important to help them do so. Everything is on the table to legal operators. The legal and licensed operators, like I said, we want to do as many partnerships as possible, and those can include licensing benefits like the use of our marks and logos. It'll include the distribution of official data from our partners, and it could also include sponsorship assets, stadium signage, broadcast inventory, digital inventory, social media posts, emails. We want to work with our partners and promote the regulated, legalized sports betting companies to our fans and help differentiate them from the offshore market. I'm not sure it's a new audience, but I do think there are fans that may choose to engage with our game more casually, that may engage a little bit more because they have a bet on the game or an in-game bet. And so I think we will see how the fan chooses to engage and embrace it. Certainly we know there's a correlation between engagement in sports and sports betting and fantasy sports and daily fantasy sports. And so I think you will see more casual fans consume more content.